Welcome back to the shooting channel, and today I'm going to bring back one of my how to hit films, and I've picked the driven target. Because this time of year a lot of people go out to shoot, to practice a driven clay, to practice for your game shooting days. So I've picked an average 40-yard driven clay, which will simulate an average pheasant, but most clay grounds have a driven clay on there about 40 yards. Now the biggest thing that people don't realise is when you come from behind and you pull out in front, actually when you shoot a driven, it only works on a straight driven target. If you pull out in front, until you can't see it, you're going to hit it, because the barrel will be dead in line with it. The clay comes off like that, and you're basically coming through that clay, overtaking it until you can't see it. And you've got to think, people don't realise when you shoot is you actually, when you pull that trigger on that clay, you're actually pulling the trigger at daylight. And then what the clay does, the clay keeps going and it goes into the shot. If you think to yourself, shoot straight at most things, generally, especially if it's fast, the clay will keep going and you'll be behind the clay. So if you think to yourself, shoot the daylight in front of it, you've got to get the line of the clay right, but if you overtake it and shoot that daylight, it will actually work much better. And if you think about that mindset on most targets, think about you're looking where the clay's going, so you're shooting where that clay's going. So if you think that, come from behind it, overtake it, shoot that daylight in front of it and keep that gun moving. But when you keep the gun moving, the speed of the gun has to be the same all the way through. You can't start fast or start slow, then fast or speed or slow down. The consistent speed has got to be the same all the way through. So I will just demonstrate how to hit that basic driven target. So if I put one in, I'm going to kill it about there, because most people really, you want to be shooting a driven target about 45 degrees. So there, pull. And the other thing that people generally tend to do is when they shoot that driven target and they hit it, they do that. So if you look at my head, my weight's on the back foot and my head's off the wood. You've got to think to yourself, that weight has got to be there. So the weight has got to be on the ball of your front foot, and your angle stays on that gun all the way until you've finished. As soon as you lean back, your head comes off that wood. So again, that's where I'm going to kill it. Pull. 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 So the other thing, people tend to, when they shoot a pair of driven, they tend to hit the first one and then they miss the second one. And when you go and they come and have a lesson, they think, oh, I can hit the first one, I can't hit the second one. It's because when they hit, they don't get that weight forward, they don't keep that weight forward and keep that head onto that gun. So it's there, pull, pull. Pull, pull. So if you take note on how that pair was absolutely smoked, and take note, I deliberately moved my weight forward. So my whole weight went from there to there. So as I went from there, my weight went there. So there, pull. Pull. Please comment below. Do you have problems with driven targets? 90% of people, a driven target is fairly low and flat, most people can hit. When you get higher, sort of 40 yards and above, that's when people tend to miss that target, because generally they're offline. So the line is there and they're offline, or the weight comes on the back foot. please comment below. If you need a hand, please email contact us at theshootingchannel.co.uk. We'd love to help you with your driven targets. Pull. 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 That was my how to hit a driven target. I hope you enjoyed this film. I don't do too many of these how to hit. If there is a target you are particularly struggling on, please comment below and I will try and help you, and we'll try and do a film or one of my how to hit films on that target. I hope you've enjoyed this film. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Please, please, please join the membership for as little as £2.99 a month, and don't forget, hit that big subscribe button. It really helps us to give you content like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.